2018 Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo car review. We have rooted for your return from the station wagon from the United States in spite of the body style's limited success in recent decades. While wagons remain popular in Europe, American consumers now embrace slightly taller, rugged-looking hatchbacks, that is, SUVs that essentially the same job. Although this is increasingly becoming the situation even abroad. The good points of 2018 Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo. Power, styling, it's a Porsche station wagon. The bad points of 2018 Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo. Hefty, diminished cargo hold. We're still not convinced the hybrid finds its put-in-place performance cars. We therefore applaud Porsche both for carrying the technique of a station wagon into a fledgling segment, the luxury performance class, and also for supplying the resultant vehicle inside US from the form with the Panamera Sport Turismo. Now it gets to be a new variant, the range-topping Turbo S Hybrid, which we the chance to sample in southern Spain nearby the Ascari racetrack. As cars go, this Panamera is quite close to total bliss. The Turbo S Hybrid has the same twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 that powers the non-electrified turbo, through which it's rated at 550 horsepower. The extra syllables for the reason that long moniker denote incorporating a 136 horsepower electric motor that's integrated with all the 8-speed dual-clutch PDK automatic transmission, for the total system creation of 680 horses. Maximum torque is rated at 626 lb-ft from the low 1,400 revolutions per minute, up on the standard turbo's 567 lb-ft at 1,960 revolutions per minute. Again. Do it again. Straight line performance improves slightly. Porsche says the sprint to 60 miles per hour takes 3.2 seconds, 0.2 quicker than its claim for your turbo, together with the launch control feature that's part on the Sport Chrono package. Sport Chrono is standard around the Turbo S Hybrid. And the Turbo S Hybrid will explain to you the quarter mile in the claimed 11.6 seconds, again 0.2 second quicker compared to normal turbo. Top speed increases from 188 to 192 miles per hour, even if this improvement exists merely because Porsche has set the governor differently. This performance, furthermore, could be replicated as frequently as you wish. Unlike the truth with some fully electric vehicles which could deliver peak performance only a few times, there's no problem with overheating here, nor is output reduced because the state of charge runs out, as outlined by Porsche. In theory, this plug-in hybrid can also travel at approximately 87 miles per hour in EV mode, with an ultralight right foot and reaching nowhere near by the EV top speed, approximately 30 miles with a fully charged battery, per the optimistic European cycle. On the street, the Turbo S Hybrid performs admirably. The power on tap defies belief. And also the electric motor ensures instant response to prods with the accelerator pedal. It should be noted, though, the regular turbo using the Sport Chrono package delivers almost equally aggressive responses because its turbocharger might be preloaded to deliver instant boost for around 20 seconds at any given time. More money and more mass. Driving on electricity alone feels a little gimmicky but fun. Although we never were able to come in close proximity to the promised 30 miles of maximum range, the way it would take an extraordinarily patient and disciplined driver to accomplish this figure. In EV mode the Turbo S Hybrid is super quiet at city speeds, but beyond 50 miles per hour or possibly even longer, tire and wind noise dominate. Once the V8 fires up it's always audible, specifically in Sport and Sport Plus mode, but that's by design, and welcome. If this V8 seems too loud for ears, choose another driving mode or receive a Lexus. If buzzing along within the power stored from the 104 liquid-cooled lithium-ion battery cells rocks your boat, we have it. Be advised, however, that ability comes at the penalty. Not only does the Turbo S hybrid add $34,400 after dark cost from the turbo model, in addition, it weighs over 600 pounds more by Porsche's own numbers. The added mass might be felt when putting this behemoth through its paces. The limits of adhesion are high, even so the standard turbo feels more agile, precise, and light-footed. Partially offsetting the retail price premium is that the driving dynamics systems offered as alternatives on other Panameras come standard for this model, excepting exactly the rear axle steering. The Sport exhaust product is the only other performance-related option. That's since this portly vehicle needs every one of the help it could possibly get to sense that a proper Porsche. As much as its maker wants to tout a connection with all the 918 Spider, hey, they're both hybrids! We'd advise anyone who wants a Panamera that handles such as a sports car to go using the regular turbo. The massive power supply also shrinks the accessible cargo volume from 18 cubic feet with a mere 15, a rather paltry number for just a station wagon. A Volkswagen Golf, the normal hatchback, not the sport wagon, has 23 cubic feet of cargo space. But, just as any Panamera, you sit in extreme comfort and luxury whether from the front or rear seats. And the car may be specified which has a full selection of telematics and infotainment technologies that happen to be generally intuitive and simple to use. If you need a hybrid as you like the technology, or since they're incentivized in your area inside the form of HOV lane usage, regulations and tax breaks, preferred parking, or rules that restrict usage of parts of your city to battery-powered machinery, the Porsche Panamera Turbo S Hybrid Sport Turismo certainly is on the list of very best and quite a few fascinating choices for the market. If you would just like the best Panamera, or perhaps a scintillating performance station wagon, we'd recommend taking a closer look at a normal Turbo Sport Turismo.